Welcome to Word on the Street TV, and I'm your host. That's right. That's right. Mr. Gregory Turner is in the building. That's right, Gregory Turner. You know what I'm saying? Along with my main man, Mo Money's in the building.
What's up, Orlando? This your boy Mo Money from Mo Money's Big Ideas live on Word on the Street, and you know I know the street.
Okay, man, he feeling real good. He
Yo,
feeling
man,
nice.
2021, G. We got
nice.
through 2020, man.
Yes.
We got through
yes.
2020. 2020 was really rough.
It was
And
rough.
now 2021, I want all my people out there that listen to our show to make sure get people around you that are positive.
Okay.
You got to have people around you that's positive. Because, see, I'm going to make that multi-million-dollar check this year. This year I'm making it. If you don't believe I'm making it, don't get from around me, G. Get from around me. It's my year, baby.
Hey, man, he say this is his year. I like his energy. I like his energy. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like he sparked up, but we were sparked up last week. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so, hey.
Well, see, you know what happened, G? I felt like that the show, because I came on in the middle of the show as a host, but I was on your show a couple times before then, and so I didn't want to be on the show and then you showing clips of me, so I just wanted to stay away and let y'all do y'all thing, man. Y'all did a great show.
Exactly. I don't think we had a clip of you, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think we had a clip of you. But hey, man, like I say, share it right now. And if you would like to chime in with us, man, chime in with us. The phone number is 407-299-8114. 407-299-8114. We got a very special guest gonna be on in the on our StreamYard. It's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be really exciting.
And G, we have the biggest, the first 2021 big controversial event. I know you're gonna tell them about that. In 2021, today, we got the biggest controversy this year. Now, I don't know how the rest of the year gonna be, G, but today was a big one.
Yeah, today was a big one, man. I mean, hey, man, we're gonna elaborate on that there, man, because I think Trump just refuses to leave. He refuses to leave. He's putting his he's putting his Rockwallers in place, and
you want to bring on Mr. Burns because that's a hot topic, G. That's so hot it might blow up the show, man.
But no, hey, man, the shares going up. I see the numbers going up, man. But I appreciate. We're gonna get into Mr. Burns.
I would love to get Mr. Burns in.
We're gonna get him.
But G, I think Trump. Now this is what my personal opinion. One thing about opinion, everybody got them. They're entitled to it. And on our show, Word on the Street, our show, your opinion is valuable.
Yes.
We value your opinion. We want to hear your opinion. So now this is my thing. I think Trump, in some kind of secret way, then organized these people to do this. Because they was too organized and was too planned. They got into the White House, man.
Yeah, big serious move. We're gonna talk about that, man. Also, man, we're gonna
try to get some footage of that. There, we probably should get. Can we get some footage? We got getting sued by NBC or somebody. Not like me some news footage.
Hey, man, listen. It's gonna be exciting show, man. It's gonna be exciting. So we want y'all to chime in. I see the shares. I appreciate y'all for sharing it. That's what I'm talking about. But like I said, man, it's 2021, and man, we're excited about it. Matter of fact, man, I ain't even gonna talk to you about. I'm gonna do a recap real quick and show you what we did in 2020. Y'all check this out. Hold on 1 second.
We're gonna take the OGG money.
You ain't never heard right before I hang up. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna call G and see what he say.
Right, exactly. So, and that's what I got these great co-hosts for, because they do a lot of researching, and I salute to them because they, Mo Money, Erica, you know what I'm saying, and my girl Pretty in the Paint, she's new, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, but they are the shining stars of this WODS podcast.
That's just because your sun rays giving off all the light. What's up?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I was a superstar when I got here.
Oh, okay. I'll take a little bit of the light, though. I'll take a little bit of the light. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just more money. That's it. Just ain't nobody else. Just more money. That's it.
Right.
I'm trying to change my ID just to more money.
Right, that part.
But we're gonna get on with the show, G, because I want.
Well, actually, we only got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got about 6 or 7 minutes. We're gonna
you gonna cut to that, because I'm tired of these girls on my page talking about this cosmetic surgery. If you're gonna have it, that's your business. But we're gonna show you the dangers one more time We got Miss Miami. We can show her little footage. Then don't call me no more. Hey, if you want it, understand the dangers.
There's a lot of risk that goes in with it really does, especially if you're not living a healthy lifestyle. If you're not eating properly, you're not working out.
I done paid for a few of them, and now I'm worried about them.
Paid about it.
Yeah, I done paid for a few of them. Now I'm worried about them.
I just want 12 investment.
I'm just saying, I ain't know it was that serious.
Okay, we got a video of Miss Miami.
And it plays a huge role in control because
I got a quick question, Life. I don't want to cut y'all.
Nah, you always cut me off. Run it. I'm exhausted. I can run all day.
Well, I'm telling you, boy, you Stacy. Well, you put y'all in the same
That's
room.
the only person we need to add on the stream is Stacy.
But hey, Life and Dr. JD, my question is, do you think the celebs are selling out?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, they all have to because they're in agreement. When you're big and you're making that money, that's probably the most dangerous thing you can do because they want a piece of it and they want to control it. So that's why you think you don't see preachers and churches in the fight anymore.
Right. They're all in the same club.
I don't believe Ice Cube sold out. I believe Ice Cube just had wrong timing.
Ice Cube ain't certified to represent a people first.
Exactly.
All that
he
right,
stepped out of his lane.
A whole manifesto, didn't it?
Okay, I
mean, but he did more than anybody else.
The manifesto.
What do you mean he stepped out of his lane? What do you mean by that?
Well, because you got black elected officials. We got Val Demings, who's on the short list to be Biden's VP, although she's on the Democratic side. I think she's far more qualified than Lil Wayne, who we don't even know. He probably never wrote a book.
Are you saying that Ice Cube should just shut up and rap? Like how that white lady said that LeBron should just shut up and dribble?
No, I'm saying he needs to attach himself with someone who knows how to negotiate those type of things versus sticking his neck out there. That's like him trying to teach me physics.
Okay, man, we back, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all seen the flashbacks, man. 2020 was a good year, man. 2020 was a good year. And like I said, man, we into 2021 and we got to get excited about it. We got to get on fire about it, man.
I know who is excited.
You know
I know who's excited right now.
Okay.
The white supremacists out there in DC, they is excited as you can get right now.
They're excited, really excited, man.
Hey, man, but y'all give us a call in about that. Let's go on and jump right into that, G.
Yeah, if you would like to call in, the phone number is 472998114. Give us on. And
the question gonna be, do you think Trump has provoked this group of people to support him in this fashion?
Hey, man.
Do you think Trump secretly is supporting what they're doing in DC? I guess that's the question.
Okay, I see Tanya Webb. She said something about yes, Trump. You know, hey, call in, man. Call in. I see you.
But great comment. But I think that Trump is secretly. He has encouraged this, and it was some money put into this for the planning. This was so organized, and it caught the police off guard. These clowns got in the White House, man, taking pictures. I'm looking at the CNN. I'm like, why are they in the They're in the Senate room or wherever they got. They taking pictures, man.
Hey, man, listen, man. And then we got people like, my man Warren Lana getting upset because we ended on his comment. hey, Warren, you know what I'm saying? You be on so much, man. You'll make the next cut, man.
But yeah, they want to call in, man. Get StreamYarders, man. We need to talk to you, man. What's going on in these politics, man?
And
Trump ain't going nowhere, man. Trump gonna kick. He's the example of fighting, kicking, and screaming.
Right, man. January 20th, man, it's gonna go down, man, and it went.
They almost took control of the White House today.
Yeah, they did, but they listen. They a little upset, man, because it's going down in Georgia, man. I mean, they the people winning. Hey, WODS Live, who we got on the line, man?
Hey, man, listen, we got a taxpayer on the line, man.
Hey, man, okay, Young G. Young G.
Look, come on, Pop.
We finna shit. We finna.
I love you. Come on, I'm a fan. And
okay,
this I want to speak.
How much tax?
The Trump situation, right?
Yeah, that's all we want to talk about.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm on topic now. I ain't finna talk about what you got on.
So what's your opinion?
I know you can't dress, but listen, it don't even matter. But this is what I'm saying. Until January 20th, right?
Right.
Until you inaugurated the inauguration, it don't even matter what Trump do. You can't. I just think people just need to leave the man alone.
But my question is, do you think that with this rally, this was a very organized rally that caught the police off guard? Somebody did this. This is not something.
Yes, he set it up. We know that. We know that we supposed to been caught on, bro. No, listen. I mean, come on, man.
Listen, Young G, boy, we like it. We like your energy, man. Stay on fire, man. Keep watching the show, man. Hey, man, you live, and I like your opinion. I like your opinion. All right.
Your opinion is
very. Hey, man, love y'all.
I love you too,
if I'm on this show, Young G, I know you know how to go from Young G to Lil Gregory. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know you know how to do that there, and that's always be able to be versatile.
Right.
And we value your opinion, man. I salute you.
Right. Okay. I appreciate y'all, man. One love, word on the street, baby.
One love. You know what I'm saying? That my little son, he want to get in. He want to voice his opinion, man. He want to be like his daddy.
Well, hey, man, that's one thing you have to have is.
Okay, man, but listen, man. Like I told you, we got a VIP in the building, man. We got a VIP guest gonna be on the StreamYard. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, man. And listen, we appreciate and we value everybody's opinion. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
we do. And we want to hear from you guys.
And you want to hear from you. We appreciate the shares. Big ups to y'all, man, because without you, there is no us. My man Mo Money's in the building.
2021. Multi-millionaire. I'm like Ric Flair up in here. I'm like Ali. We're going to knock him out this year, G. We're going to knock him out.
All right, let me go to a quick break, man, and we're going to come right back and, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay with us, all right?
Word on the street, dog. Fire Red, I fuck with y'all, man. Y'all keep everything good over there. I'm gonna be with you in a minute, dog. 100.
Hey, it's your boy Big Tig BT in the building. You checking out Word on the Street, you understand me? And the word on the street is if you ain't watching this, you better be watching me.
Okay, KK, this your boy Lil Scrappin' G's up. Get your T's up. Hey, and the BB click.
What up, this your man T-Mac, straight out of Polk County. We do it real big down here. And you listen to Word on the Street. Straight from the man. Chill.
What's up, Orlando? This your boy Marvin Dixon, the commissioner of comedy. That's right, I'm in the politics of the game. The commissioner of comedy, Miami Zone. We'll be right back, right here on Words of the Street. Make sure y'all check it out. Don't go nowhere, because I'll be here.
Okay, we back, man. Hey, man, 2021, man, and we live right here, you know what I'm saying, the 6th day of the year. That's right, January 6th. We in the building, man. That's right, Word on the Street, WODS live.
Yes.
And I'm in the building, man, and we got my other co-host just joined us. We got Erica, Girl Wonder.
Hey, you know, I'm hardly ever on time. Everybody knows that. Stop it.
Okay, Girl Wonder, she in the building, so you know what I'm saying. Then we got my main man in the building, Mo Money, Big Ideas.
Man, we've been rolling. I ain't got to do my introduction no more, but I do got the backpack here, baby. Make sure y'all get that whole backpack company.
Okay. That's right.
Okay, the backpack company. You know what I'm saying. We all in the building, and it, like I said, man, we gonna go straight into it. We got a VIP guest in the building, man. We're gonna try to go and bring him on. Let's see if we can upload him, man. My man is in the building, Bakari, Commissioner.
Hey.
Yes. Bakari Burns. Hey, listen. You know, I know you from the street, but I got to respect your position, and I got to salute to you, man. You're doing your thing, man, and big ups to the Commissioner of District 6. Keep doing your thing, man. I know you're gonna tell us all the great things that you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight into it, Erica. Whoa.
Yeah. So, Commissioner Bakari Burns is not only a commissioner, but he's also the president and CEO of the community family clinics here in Orange County.
Okay.
So go ahead, Commissioner. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, it's a pleasure to be with you all. Word on the Streets. It's been a long time coming. It's great to be here with you all. Happy New Year, G Money, Erica.
Happy New Year.
Thank you all for keeping it real and keeping the word on the street in everybody's ear. So, I'm as G, I'm from Orlando. I grew up here. Went to Florida A&M and had the opportunity to come back home and become the CEO of Orange Blossom Family Health, where I've been the CEO there for about 17 years now.
Oh wow!
So that's been a passion of mine, just ensuring that our community, our underserved community, our individuals who may be experiencing homelessness have access to quality healthcare services. And during this time in 2020, a lot of things have been revealed with the murder of George Floyd. But also with the pandemic that just took us all by storm. So when we look at our community, access to healthcare is something that's very important. And I'm thank the Lord that I've had the ability to help, my community access quality healthcare services for so long.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now,
great job. By the way, my name is Mo Money, Mr. Burns.
Mo Money, how you doing, my brother?
I've heard of your name. I think you're doing some great things in the community, and I just want to take my hat off to you, man. I love to see my brothers doing things for other brothers. You know what I'm saying, in a philanthropic way.
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what I wanted for you to kind of break down for us is how are people getting the vaccine?
Okay.
And what do you say to the individuals that have a little hesitancy with getting the vaccine?
Right. Well, great question. And it's very important. And again, I thank you all for taking up this topic because it's very important that we become educated on not just COVID-19, but also the benefits as well as the drawbacks for the vaccine. So as you know,
Y'all went dead.
I went blank.
I think we just went blank for a minute.
There you go.
He coming back. He back.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So there are currently 2 vaccines that are available: the Moderna vaccine as well as the Pfizer vaccine. And so, African Americans, we have a real troubled history with healthcare institutions, studies. We reflect back on the Tuskegee experiment, where individuals with Black men with syphilis went untreated as a way just to test to see how this disease would impact. And so when you think about that and all the other years of the discrimination that's present in the healthcare system, the hesitancy for taking the vaccine is understood. And I believe that we have to address that head on, not skirt around it, act like it's not there, and not put people down because they're concerned. Because when it first came out, they were talking about, joining the trials. I actually got a call as the CEO of the health center asking me to help recruit individuals to participate in the trials, the vaccine trials. This was before it was developed. And I thought that was very interesting. And immediately when I got that call, I thought about the Tuskegee Institute. Tuskegee, not Tuskegee Institute, but the Tuskegee experiment. And so that really shook me. That really shook me because now I'm being asked to help facilitate my people getting in these trials. Right.
Exactly. Do something similar.
I declined. I declined to do it, but the reality is we as African Americans have to hopefully get to the point where we're more comfortable taking part in these trials because a lot of trials happen without the Black experience. So sometimes drugs and things come to the market and it had not been studied on how it will impact us as African Americans. So that was always on my mind. So as we move forward with the vaccine coming available, I personally, and just to give you a little background, I have a master's in public health. So public health is what I studied. So I just didn't hear about the Tuskegee experiment. That was
Right.
something that I studied, you know, and I have a master's in that. So again, it's on the forefront of my mind. But what we have today, what we're fortunate today that wasn't, you know, in place back then was there's a lot of controls in place that will prevent things that happened with the Tuskegee experiment to happen today. And so we need to receive that education. But one of the things that's key today is this COVID-19 is ravaging our communities. When you look at the communities who are hard hit, it's the African American, it's the minority community, because we are the essential workers. We are the ones who didn't have the luxury of working virtually from home. And so we're on the front lines. A lot of our healthcare workers are African Americans, our medical assistants, our nurses. And so we have to keep in mind that, unfortunately, we don't have the luxury to not get the vaccine. But also, we have to be educated and allow individuals to ask the questions about, what does this mean for me to take the vaccine? So on December the 29th, I took the first shot of the vaccine. I received the Moderna vaccine. You know, I had some soreness in my arms, but no real other side effects. And I did it. I took pictures. I, you know, went on Facebook and talked about it, because I think that it's important for individuals to see individuals like me, you know, who are in a position of authority, but also I believe that I can be considered as a trusted voice in the community, so they can see me doing it, and then they will again start to receive the opportunity of getting this vaccine a little better. So, you know, you may have seen where Mayor Dyer, you know, Mayor Dyer, as well as Mayor
definitely
Demings
sounds.
received the
Yeah,
vaccine as well.
I saw Mayor Dyer. I saw a lot of other people taking it, but that
how
didn't really.
how do you know they was taking it?
Well, I mean, hey, they were talking, they were taking a shot, but we do have we do have Dr. JD on the line, and Commissioner Bakari Burns. He wants to ask you a question directly.
Okay.
Commissioner Burns, I've heard a lot about you. You're doing a great job in the community, and thank you all at Word on the Streets for having me on. Mr. Burns, now, you know, COVID has devastated the local economy, the tourism, local tourism, jobs. So many folks are, you know, just waiting on stimulus. We got the evictions. People are dependent on the government so much right now. Yet we need jobs. We need so many resources. What is the city of Orlando doing with, I guess, federal funds or with its own stash of funds or what type of programs are being implemented to kind of help those who need the most help?
Right.
Great question, JD. Well, the city, one thing we have to understand, that the city did not actually get their own allocation of the stimulus funds. A lot of those funds came to the county, and then they distributed. So the city has been participating in a rent assistance program run through the United Way, but also they have several programs for businesses in the downtown area where there's some rent abatement type of arrangements where individuals can work with their landlords to get kind of a settlement, if you will, and get the landlord to say, okay, you owe $6,000. We'll call it a day. You're paying this $6,000 and you remain in your facility. So the city has been playing a huge part in really supporting the efforts of the county when it comes to ensuring that individuals have the rental assistance. We know we have the eviction moratorium. That's huge, because again, one of the things that, I got my start in healthcare for the homeless, because the Orange Blossom Family Health originally started as serving people who were experiencing homelessness. So when this hit, one of the main things that I became concerned about was how many individuals may be facing eviction. So again, the city has been a huge partner with the county as well as with the state to ensure that we utilize the limited resources that are given to ensure that people can remain in their houses, businesses can remain open. The city, you may recall that the city also relieve some of the ordinance that allows outdoor seating for restaurants, where you can actually go into onto the streets and set up and have individuals that can dine outside. So as far as the city, I believe I have to give Mayor Dyer a shout out that he has been doing, I believe, what he can do to ensure that the residents of the city are able to participate in these programs. Now, is it enough? It's not enough. That's why we need more stimulus. We need more resources diverted or allocated to the real problem. Because when you look at, just take, for instance, the federal program, the Paycheck Protection Program. When you look at the individual, great program. But then when you look at the individuals who got the majority of the money, and the smaller companies who weren't able to access the money, there's a disparity. So I'm hoping with this latest round, there's more controls that'll be put in place to ensure that those small minority businesses have access to that capital as well. So again, some funding has come to the community. It's not enough, but it's going to take us all together to come and help relieve some of the burden that many of our community members are experiencing.
Speaking of which, and not to belabor the point, but because the moratorium has been lifted for the evictions, I think I saw there was like 185 pending evictions right now. 85. That is no, just 185, but that's 185 families. Is that a current number, Commissioner, or no?
Yeah, I'm not sure about the pending and evictions, but the moratorium on evictions have been extended. So individuals who are late on their rent, it has been extended. I'm not sure what the ending date of that. So there has been some additional relief that has been put in place for those individuals. But again, that's a huge concern. Like you said, if it is 185, those are 185 families who could potentially find themselves, once this moratorium is lifted, to find themselves homeless, and that's a huge concern.
And you just saved Dr. JD, because he won't be getting kicked out.
I'm telling you. But I want to talk about the vaccine. And Dr. JD, you almost got me off. I was trained of thought. You know what I'm saying? I think Mr. Burns was talking about the vaccine, and I got a concern about the vaccine. And did you do any research about what was in it before you took it?
Yeah, well, as far as the research of what's in it, I did have. So I'm fortunate that I work in healthcare, so I have an infectious disease doc on my staff, and so a lot of the research that was done for our staff was done by our medical professionals, our physicians, and some of our nurse practitioners. So when I took the vaccine, I was confident in the safety of the vaccine. The concern with the vaccine is the side effects that you'll get. But fortunately, the side effects, we're talking about chills, potential headaches, some soreness, maybe some dizziness. But again, it all depends on the individual. Like I said, I took the shot. I just had soreness in the injections spot. In a couple of days, that was gone. But again, I understand the hesitancy that's there. That's why we have to take the time to go on platforms like this to explain to individuals, the safety, because again, people say, well, this could be a plot to kill off all the Black people. All right. But we have to understand, that when you look at the priority for the vaccine, all right, the priority are our healthcare workers. All right. So think about if there was a plot to kill off individuals who took the vaccine, you're talking about wiping out all of our healthcare workers in the United States. That's something that I don't think that with the wildest person in power, that would be something that would happen. So just being that the priority has been on healthcare workers, again, gave me some level of confidence in taking the vaccine.
Are you going to publish the research that you have, the research that you gathered for yourself before you took it? I think it'll be something that if we could see that in print or know that it was certified by someone that esteemed as yourself, that will give us more assurance of the vaccine. Because I know you did your research, you got medical people on the staff, they can tell them what's in it. And I think the side effects are going to differ from different people. So are you going to be having a pamphlet?
Right. No, you're exactly. Well, a lot of, you know, and to be, you know, totally transparent with this, a lot of the research that we've gathered, we've relied on the CDC, which is an independent body from the makers of the vaccine. So, you know, you can go to the CDC website, but
I trust them.
Yeah. And so, yeah, and see, and that's the key, you know. But also, we will be doing some educational pieces, breaking down in layman's terms, you know, what's in the vaccine, the safety, you know, how it was developed. Because another question is, you know, they say, you know, it takes years for vaccines to be developed. Well, how was this one developed in 8 months? You know, so there are a lot of questions. I think they're great. They're good questions. I just had a all staff meeting. I had 150 of my staff members, and we just opened it up for questions because I'm trying to encourage them to take the vaccine. And so we have to make sure that we give people the opportunity to ask the questions. And there are no dumb or crazy questions. Every question is if you have the question, it's a good question. We need to have the environment that individuals can sit back and ask those questions and receive information that they can trust from a trusted source.
Commissioner, if I can ask you, what's your issue on the city council? Of course, you know, I was joking when I came on. You know who I am. You know who my mother is, who sat next to your uncle for many years. What's your issue on the city council? What are you trying to do for your constituents in District 6? And what are you leading and looking forward to as far as City of Orlando government?
Yeah, so that question, I kind of put that in phases. All right. So where we are, you know, when I was elected, I took office roughly a year ago. A month after I took office, the coronavirus hit. George Floyd was murdered. So a lot of the plans that we put, you know, we were putting in place were kind of diverted. So we went from planning for, you know, taking care of some of the city business with District 6 to more of a COVID response. And then we you know, I never thought that we, in a year's time, we would be doing 20 or 30 food distributions. You know, that was not what our plans were. You know, and I didn't know that we would be convening testing, COVID-19 testing and things like that. So now that we're in 2021, and I'm hoping that, you know, the COVID-19 gets under control. But what some of my first phase of what I'm focusing on is beautification of District 6. There's a lot, I believe that over the years, there's been some neglect in District 6 where, you know, some of the low-hanging fruit are just, you know, some infrastructure improvements. You know, if you ride down Columbia Street, ride down Riley Street, there's a lot of flooding that happens. You know, a lot of, you know, you go through the community, there's a lot of houses that are unkept, you know, some code enforcement issues. So I see that as kind of the low-hanging fruit when we talk about, you know, just the beautification of District 6. But then when we start moving to the next level, you know, one of the things that I've been concerned about and really interested in is the MWBE program, the Minority and Women Business Enterprise program, a program actually that my uncle put in place back in the 80s. And this program states that of all the contracts,
who is your uncle?
Mayor Ernest Page.
Oh, okay.
Mayor
My
Page.
man.
Our man.
Our man. Yeah, our man.
Hey man, where you come from?
And so
I know Ernest Page Jr. as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let him wrap it up.
Oh yeah, that's you know, that's my first cousin, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
with that,
and I know you're trying to wrap it up. I'm sorry, JD, I didn't mean to talk over you, but I know you're trying to wrap it up. I just want to make sure anything that the community can do to help you, what is that? What can we do to help you right now?
Sure. Well, when we talk about the COVID-19, because what's pressing right now for all of us, not just District 6, is COVID-19. And what I would ask you all to do is continue to convene these types of settings, where you bring people on, some experts, individuals from the community who may have questions, so we can get those questions asked. Because again, we as a minority Black communities, we don't have the luxury of not taking the vaccine, and we have to make sure that we encourage everyone, give them an opportunity to receive the information so they can make their own decision. But also I ask individuals, if you decide not to take the vaccine, please don't discourage others from taking it. All right, let that be a personal choice, because again, you never know what's going on with their family. You don't know what health conditions they have, because what the concern is, if you get COVID-19, you have pre-existing conditions, that could be a death sentence. So we need to make sure that we're encouraging everyone to do what we can to protect ourselves, protect others, because again, it's not just us, it's our mothers, it's our grandparents, it's our our neighbors. So we just need to make sure that we're getting the word out. And I just ask that you all do just help us with that.
Sure.
Okay. And man, boy, you be wrapping it up. But look, what I want to say, because man, let people know how many those health centers that's currently in Orlando, because like I said, I know about the one on Ivy Lane,
Mercy,
the Oak Ridge. So how many community health care do you really have?
Yeah, so now there's actually 3 organizations. I run Orange Blossom Family Health. We have 6 locations. You mentioned one on Ivy Lane. We have the one also on Orange Blossom Trail. We have one at the A School downtown, Evans High School, and we have one in Osceola County, as well as in Sanford. Now, there's 2 other organizations, Community Health Centers Incorporated, who runs the one on Mercy Drive. So that's not my organization, but we received a similar funding, and we're kind of, I'll say, a sister organization of ours. And then there's another organization called True Health. So 3, dynamic healthcare organizations that all have the mission of ensuring that our underserved communities have access to quality healthcare services.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna bring somebody on the line from the school board and see what she has to say about it. Hey Vicky, you there?
I'm here. Can you guys see me? Hi.
Yeah. Okay. We got Commissioner Bakari Burns. We got Dr. JD, and we got WODS live in the building. So just chime in, Vicky. Let us know.
And we have the newest elected school board member for Orange County, Vicky Felder. Thank you for joining us.
I need to talk about the backpack. I got a backpack my daughter invented. I got hand sanitizer and stuff already. I need to talk to you.
Yeah. Okay.
I ain't gonna say nothing else about the show.
Awesome.
Okay, Vicky. You there?
I'm here.
Okay, let's hear your comment on all this that's going on. I mean, have you took the vaccine yet?
No, and I'm glad you brought that up, because the superintendent, Dr. Jenkins, has been keeping us updated, the teachers and school personnel. The governor, Governor Ron DeSantis, has said that he doesn't, he's not ready to allow, he didn't see teachers as essential workers and educators as essential workers.
Wow.
So
Wow.
That I think he's waiting for they had the first 2 vaccines to come out. He's waiting for the Johnson & Johnson. So it's not time. Now, if you're a teacher and you're 65 years old, you can. I'm 64. I just turned 64 December 22nd. So, I couldn't take it now. And see, this is what I need for not only members of my constituency to know, but I need the people to know. See, some of the power that you may think we have as a board, we don't.
Wow.
Because if the governor says that he's not ready to release the for you to be able to take that vaccine, then that's insurrection. We already got enough insurrection going on already. Check DC out. So we don't do that. But this is the thing. I understand from the perspective of a teacher. I've been in the school system as a teacher for 40 years. I was raised by an educator of 43 years, and my father was a business owner. He owned a dry cleaning business on Paramore. So I have a acute appreciation for education and what it means. But I also understand from the perspective of parents. Parents, whether they are formally educated, have been formally educated or not, parents, for the most part, or legal guardians, want the best for their children. There are parents, I'm sorry, my phone, I'm trying to put it away.
They need to reach you. They need to reach you.
Listen, I understand that there are parents who they are afraid to allow their children to go to school because there are family members with underlying conditions that are living in the home, and they don't, they don't want them to come back with the virus.
Yeah, he won't.
The virus is serious. I don't care what we see on TV and folk just whatever. Let me tell you something, baby boy. Listen here, the virus is serious.
Yes,
and it's killing people.
Yeah.
Secondly, you have teachers who some of them, all they ever wanted to do in life was teach. And you had teachers going through anxiety because they couldn't do face-to-face. And then they allowed teachers to choose face-to-face. And because that's what they want to do. But at the same time, some teachers were encouraged to go face-to-face because you had more students coming in. And you don't have enough substitute teachers, and those are people who are not bound by a contract. We are. So the teachers had to come in. So, it's almost like being between a rock and a hard place, but trying to find a way to maneuver between the two. Because one of the things my students asked me, which was so disheartening, at the beginning of the school year in August, because for 2 weeks there was nothing being done. In 2 weeks we had face-to-face, and not face-to-face, we had launch ed or whatever, and then we started school. The first question at least one student out of each of my 6 peers asked me, they said, "Hey, Missy, are we gonna learn this year? Are we gonna learn anything? Missy, are you gonna be? Are we gonna get taught? Are we gonna have school?" Listen, I said, "Baby, let me tell y'all something, little kid. Honey, if I got to stand on top of a roof, baby, you gonna learn. I'm gonna do my best. You gonna learn." I said, "We have to
learn today now.
You gonna learn today, and they should have called you Diva."
No, but listen, and then I told them, and so they were like gravitating to any piece of knowledge that I mean, they were so open. But some students, by virtue of their learning capabilities or learning incapabilities, they need face-to-face. But they can't do face-to-face because they stand at home with Nana, who has sugar diabetes and has high blood pressure. And they can't go amongst the population, and there's a possibility of coming back with it. So they were frustrated. But as a teacher, and there are many teachers, I'm not the Lone Ranger. I did my best to try to accommodate them. And some students did very, very well with Launch Ed because it was sort of individualized, because they could put in the chat box anything they didn't understand without feeling intimidated. They were asking a stupid question, and I could just talk to them. And then they had access to me. They had access to me, email, the yin yang.
But Vicky, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is your opinion? Because you are, one of our newest school board members, and it's my understanding that parents have the option to send their children back to school or not.
Well,
what is your opinion on that?
Well, okay. A parent has the right to do whatever they feel is best in terms of going back to school, because the district fully and totally understands that some children, some parents, just are afraid. What are you gonna say to that parent that has Nana and then has an aunt that has diabetes, maybe Nana has high blood pressure, and tell them that you got to send a kid to school. You can't do that. But my feelings about that is, I think you need to evaluate what's really best for the kid. Obviously, because it has worked over hundreds and thousands of years, face-to-face is always the better option, because the teacher is there and they see it, and the student can ask questions. But we have never lived in a pandemic. We have read about it.
Yeah.
We have seen movies about it.
That's true.
But we have never lived in a pandemic. So everything we're doing is trial and error. But because I'm an educator and my colleagues are educators, our first priority is to make sure that the children get what they need. And we have to make it happen. I know that sounds like I'm Superman and Wonder Woman and all of that. No. Let me tell you.
We got them all on the stream.
Look, here you go. I tell you, because wait, but before we move on, Commissioner Burns.
I need to ask Ms. Vicky a question before you move on. If you don't mind, it's very
okay. Because Commissioner Burns, I'm going to come to you next, because your mom was an educator. I'd like to know what you think about that. But go ahead,
Ms. Vicky. I have a concern, and I'm going to speak at the next school board meeting. Me and my daughter, we got a great plan. I need to get your email. But my problem with the system is the internet. When families don't have the internet, they can't get online to do the work. So that's my problem, that we need to do something to make sure if a child is home, that the internet is always accessible.
Okay, let me explain to you about that. I'm glad you asked that question. Because as a teacher of 40 years, being in Edgewater for the last 15 years, they know my name in the telecommunications department in the county, because every time I had a problem with not being able to get on the internet or someone was a problem, listen, let me just, and I don't want you to think this sounds like a bogus answer, but it's not a bogus answer. Because as soon as I got elected to the board and I had to meet all those auxiliaries, and when I met them, it's the first question I asked them. I said, listen, I said, why don't we have any laptops? And why is there a problem with the internet? Now listen to me. The United States of America, we're the foreign power that we are, because we make connections all over the world. We made a connection with China so that we could be in alliance with them, and they handle our technology. When 45, President Trump angered them, this is what I was told, angered them, the laptops, the whatever we needed to do what we needed to do was sitting at the dock. They were mad. And then for weeks, for months, children at Edgewater, newly registered children, were not able to get laptops because they were not around. The internet problems that we have, it's a problem that we have, even at the district. While in my office, I'm right around my office is right on the higher floor from the next floor to get somebody. I've had some issues because that's the nature of the beast.
The nature of the beast.
Yeah. Situation, and it's not gonna be perfect. But what you need to do and what you're doing, which is good, you need to address that issue. I think more parents come to
we're definitely going to
and they will give the answers that they believe that they have for you. But I need you to understand, before you attack the board, understand that you're not the Lone Ranger, baby. Board members have issues.
I'm not on the board. I'm coming with gifts.
Yeah,
when I come to the school board, when I come to the school board, Ms. Dick, I'm coming with gifts, baby.
And I can't.
I ain't gonna take the school board. I'm coming
look, here you go.
Big arms out, baby. How y'all doing?
And school board member Vicky Felder, I can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Yes,
we're gonna
we
have
appreciate
you. We're gonna have you on more than once, because this is gonna be a long-standing issue. Right before we asked that question, we did pose it to Commissioner Bakari Burns. And with his mom being a longtime school educator, we want to give him a chance to answer it. We're going to go to, just so everybody knows what we're doing, we're going to go to break, and then we're going to talk about some finances. Oh, we got Cameron coming on in our next segment. He's going to tell us what what we need to be concerned about regarding individual taxes and family taxes.
And Bakari, before you answer that, remember, that was my math teacher, Miss Burns.
My math teacher.
That was my math teacher.
Hey, that's why you got all that money. That's how you can count all that money you got.
Listen.
That's how you count all that money you got.
Hey, listen.
Listen, my mother was Bakari's math teacher at Jones. Bakari's aunt.
Okay, my math teacher was Miss Barnes. And right now, Vicky, they say I count money real good. Anyway, Bakari.
Look, here you go. They say I can't count much money before 2 cups of coffee, but I sure can count money. But go ahead. Let's let Bakari have the floor. As we wrap up. Thank you. Oh, yes.
Hey, let's get Bakari on, please.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Miss Vicky Felder, send an email, Miss Vicky. I want to see some
We
stuff.
got it. Let's get Bakari on, please.
I got her email.
Yeah, so thank you for that question. As you all know, my mom taught at the Great Jones High for 29 years, and I agree with Vicky that in person is probably the best. But when we're dealing, in these unprecedented times, I was glad that Dr. Jenkins was able to pivot to the virtual environment. I have two young girls who are school age. I have 3 girls, 2 of them who are school age, and we're fortunate that their mom, who's an attorney, is able to work from home and she can do the homeschooling. But I think about what if we didn't have that luxury, we would have to send them to school. But another thing that you mentioned that we touched on is the digital divide that exists in our communities. Access to Wi-Fi. One of the things you do, if you go downtown Orlando, you pull out your phone, you can get Wi-Fi. All right, there's Wi-Fi downtown Orlando. But when you come into District 6, there's no Wi-Fi. Right. So one of the things that we need to start looking at is how do we get access to Wi-Fi to everyone, regardless of their financial status. So, that's one of the things that I'll be researching and trying to see is there something that the city of Orlando can do to ensure that we start to address that digital divide that exists, that is so important now. Because before, when all the education was taking place at school, there wasn't a concern about did you have Wi-Fi at home. One of the things that I heard was, that this young lady was telling me that she was, her children had to use her cell phone initially to try to do their work. But then, but I'm fortunate, my daughters, both of them received my oldest daughter who's in middle school received a laptop. Also, my youngest daughter, who's in the elementary, received the iPad. But also, it was mentioned to us that if we needed a hotspot, that they would be loaning out hotspots as well.
They do that.
The board did a great job ensuring that if there's an issue. But what happens is our families need to know that those resources are available.
Exist. Right.
That they resources exist, because oftentimes that's the issue. The resources are available, but there's no connection to the resource. Right. So we have to address that digital divide that exists.
Okay, Spectrum made an arrangement.
Thank you so much, Commissioner.
Yeah. Vicky, hold that thought. I gotta pay a quick bill now. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of internet, I need my internet to stay on so I got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? I got to be able to connect y'all all 4 on the line like this and look good like this. This ain't a cell phone sitting in front of you. This is production. And speaking of production, man, we're gonna go straight into it, man. Y'all know what we do. Word on the street. We're gonna keep all of them on the line. Let's check this out.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Lil Romeo. Right now, I'm chilling in Orlando. I'm doing it big with my homeboy, Mike Jones. Oh yeah, right here. Go nowhere. Where y'all going?
control. Keep it locked to Word on the Street. If you ain't flying, you ain't flying. You hear me? Birdman 1.
Yeah, what's going on, man? It's the #1 Get It boy Chingaling. You understand what I'm saying? The hood star himself. If you ain't got it, get it. And right now, your boy watching Word on the Streets, the TV show. You know what it is. And Word on the Streets is I'm a hood star, Church.
Y'all know the bubble is. Your boy Drew the Great Reppin'. Y'all right here on the UTV bus. My dog Hollywood East Entertainment. Y'all know how we do it, man. Y'all keep it locked. Florida's on. What?
I can't look at you like that, but you know, peace out to the streets. You already know it's the Word on the Streets, baby. Let's get poppin'.
Yo, with the business is your boy DJ Demp, man, and you already know what the Word on the Street is, all right? Word on the Street, the hottest TV show out. Y'all got to check it out.
What's up, Orlando? This is your boy Marvin Dixon, the Commissioner of Comedy. That's right, I'm in the politics of the game. The Commissioner of Comedy, Miami Zone. We'll be right back, right here on Words of the Street. Make sure y'all check it out. Don't go nowhere, because I'll be here.
Oh. Okay, we back. That's right. Hey man, we're gonna come straight into it, man, because y'all seen, man, we had the commission on him, man. We're gonna bring him back too. We're gonna bring him back. We're gonna wait till he chime back in. But we done had a great show. Done showed you how to really get yourself together. Hold on, let me bring the commissioner back. You know what I'm saying?
There he is.
There he is. Okay.
Hey, Commissioner.
Hey.
We done showed you how to try to keep your house. You know what I'm saying? We done. Dr. JD is, the only one that he got a pass. He ain't gonna be evicted now.
I'm in there.
Right.
I got those funds, those federal funds, those care funds.
We have Vicky,
mm-hmm.
and now we're gonna try to show you how it's time to try to file your taxes.
Yeah, I gotta be there in the morning at 10:30.
We're gonna bring in Mr. Cameron Hope. Mr. Cameron Hope.
All right.
What's going on? What's going on?
Boss.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How's everybody doing this evening?
It's time for the tax season. Is any SBA loan money coming out?
Well, the portal is open for the economic injury disaster loan. That portal's open. However, we don't know if they're funding anything yet. I haven't heard anything about anybody getting any funding thus far, but the portal is open. As far as the PPP, there isn't anything available to banks or any lending institutions. They don't have anything. Any of their portals aren't open just yet.
Mr. Hope, can I ask you about stimulus? Now, they're talking about you're able at these tax preparer agencies. For those who haven't received their stimulus, are they now able to go into an office like yours and request it as part of their tax return?
Yeah, good question, Juan. So far, right now, I think there's not going to be any more online portals with the IRS to go back and request any missed stimulus payments. I think they're leaving it all to be done on your tax returns or on your refunds. So yeah, we do have the ability in our office to claim those refunds, those stimulus payments that you haven't received. So you can, if you didn't get the $1,200, you can come into the office and we can set that up for you. Right on your tax return, and you'll get it. Right. You'll get that paid as part of your refund.
Right. Well, Juan, you can't ask all the questions now. Watch out there. Cameron, so a lot of people are going to be filing their taxes, but a lot of them actually got unemployment last year. They got that extra $600. Now they're getting the extra $300. What do the average person, what are the questions they need to ask, whether they come to your facility, Hope Financial, or go someplace else? What is it that they need to know?
Well, that's a good question too, Erica. The IRS, and they have put things in place specifically for COVID. So say, for example, you didn't work that much this year. You got in 2020, you got laid off in June, and so your income was cut back. There are things in place that we can take a look, and if depending on what your income was in 2019, if it's more beneficial for you, especially if you're receiving earned income credit for children, we are able to make adjustments and get you a bigger refund. So they have done this tax season. You know, I know 2020 was a pandemic, but they have put some things in place really to get more money into, you know, lower income families or families that really need it, that have children and stuff like that, and their income, because the income is directly attached to the earned income credit, and that's the money that you get back for the children. And so that income has been cut. Typically that, you know, the check or the refund will be reduced this year, but there are some things that we can do to get that refund up.
Okay, I got one of my people just hit me on the back line. They said, "Where's your office located at?" You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, there's a couple different ways you can reach us. You don't actually have to come into one of our offices, but I will give you the locations. You can go online to our website at firsthopefinancial.com. And because of COVID, we are doing virtual returns. We do have a portal where you can upload your documents and get your documents to one of our preparers, and they can prepare without you coming in the office. You can sign all of your bank documents and everything. So you can get it done without coming in the offices at all. However, all of our offices, we are, you know, up to COVID standards. I'm in the office right now, but I do have my mask right here. So we have in West Orange County, we have an office in Winter Garden. It's at 1035 West South Diller Street in Winter Garden, Florida. And you can find all these addresses on our website. We have one on Goldwyn Avenue. It's the Washington Shores office in the old Wilcox Plaza. It's now the Village Square Plaza. It's 927 South Goldwyn, Suite 204. And then we have a downtown location, District 6. That's right, Bakari, District 6. And we have one office over in Regina Hills District on Paramore. It's the address is
553 North Paramore.
Thank you, Juan. 553 North Paramore. But that's
all kind of help, man. That's what I'm talking about.
And they're the only tax office that has a forensic accountant.
Okay, well, I got one question because I listened.
I refuse to let anybody forget that.
I listened real good, Cameron. I think the last time you came in, you said that when we did unemployment, most black folks did not do the withholding taxes.
Correct.
So that's going to hurt a lot of us, I think you said the last time.
Well, I mean, we've been updated with some new information, and so things are better, like I said, with the ability to, you know, make some adjustments based on income, because, you know, what the thinking was at the time is if the income has been cut and they got unemployment, you know, the refunds wouldn't be as large. So, you know, Congress did do in this new bill, they did present some things that brings relief to those people. But still, you do have to file your unemployment income. And if you didn't withhold some money out of that, then you're going to pay for it when you do your taxes. And so, but, you know, it's not as bad if you have kids to offset it with, you know, the earned income credit and some of the other credits as well.
What if all you have is a dog? What if all you have is a dog?
She just
well, let's see. Okay, so if you're a single person, you know, if you didn't get your stimulus money, we can get you the stimulus money. So that is $1,800 we can get to you immediately. But if you don't have dependents, then the government kind of rewards you for doing three things: starting a family, going to school, or starting a business. So if you're doing any of those things, then there are some things there for you, possibly to get you a refund.
Okay. Go ahead, G.
Last question. Now from what I read, I mean, they saying something about, I mean, when these people getting these stimulus checks, that it's gonna affect the taxes. I mean, that's
no, that's a myth. You're not being taxed on any of the stimulus income. You don't have to pay it back. You don't have to do any of those things. I think when people were starting to look at the new software and they were seeing things about the stimulus, they were maybe thinking that, and you've done this in elementary school. You whisper something in one person's ear and they whisper it in the next ear and the next ear and the next ear, and then by the time you get down 5 or 6 years, it's changed a little bit. Right. And so I think that has been a little bit of that. But
I know your expertise, and like I say, I know you know it better than me. I'm just word on the street. I just, I hear.
Yeah. Me too. I'm just trying to figure it out.
I just deliver. Some of the information be wrong, some of it be right, some of it be right on time. But man,
let me just say this one thing. I have to say that they did do some things to to help lower income people, and they have things in the new bill that obviously help upper income people. There's deductions that you can take, like the meal deductions that are paying a higher percentage than what they pay in the past.
We got a call on the line, WODS Live. Who we got on the line?
Okay, Greg, this is Angela. Okay. So I have Brian, how you doing?
Okay, we got the commissioner on the line. We got Dr. JD. We got Cameron Hope. We got the whole word on the street now. What is the question?
So my question is for Cameron. What about when the company said that you can withdraw your 401k without a tax penalty?
Well, are you saying that that's something new? Because I've never heard that. I haven't heard that thus far. Someone told you that? Can she hear me?
No, I'm waiting for you to answer.
I don't know. Can you hear?
Okay. Well, no.
He said that he never heard of that, but Cameron, just to piggyback.
Well, let me say this. Normally,
so the company I work for said that I could withdraw my 401k without being taxed by the government due to the pandemic.
I haven't personally seen that yet. Normally, if you have a time period that you can withdraw.
Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't heard of it thus far, but I'm going to look for it.
I can't hear him.
She can't hear me?
Bear with us 1 second. We're going to let him answer, and then we're going to tell you what the answer is. Go ahead, Cameron.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it, but it is possible. Normally in the past, I don't remember what the time period exactly is.
He haven't heard of it. He don't know what the time period is. So.
Okay.
But normally you do have a grace period, so it would make sense that they might expand that grace period.
All right. Have a wonderful night.
And
you too.
Like I said, I will call you and update you back on it because
I'll find the answer for it.
And I connect the dots with you and Cameron. Okay, Angela?
Yeah, we're gonna research.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much.
Appreciate you. Okay.
I know you do. Bye.
I know you do. Ooh.
I know you do.
I like a cougar.
That wasn't me, G.
Hey, man,
I have been on my best
behavior. You might hold it back on us.
Hey man, we're gonna keep it political correct.
Hey, so hey guys, I got all three of y'all here, man. We're gonna give y'all, I think we way over. But I want everybody's opinion. We're gonna go in a circle and let y'all do it. What do y'all think about the rally and the break-in of the White House, man? Ain't that been observed?
Well, I'll start off. He's been talking it up. This is it was foreseeable. I mean, he's been calling for it. Everyone knew it was going to happen. They see the chatter, we see the reports. So, I mean, we knew hopefully this is the last spectacle, because it can only get bigger and more chaos and more violence. You know, someone was shot out there.
Well planned, I know that. It was
Well
planned.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and what my question is, just imagine if those individuals out there, if it was the Black Lives Matter protest, it would have been a totally different type of engagement.
Yes.
We wouldn't have seen, you know, they wouldn't have been able to get into the Capitol building. So it's a sad day in our history, but it's directly tied to Trump, and I believe he should be held accountable for exciting the right that we've witnessed.
Absolutely.
You know, that the whole world is currently witnessing.
Right.
They outsmarted the police. The police didn't know they were going to be there with that many people. Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, well, let me say something. Let me say something.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, well, I disagree. First of all, if you think that, I mean, I saw some of it on television today. Looks like there could have been, 50 to 100,000 people there. If you think that 100,000 people showed up in Washington, D.C. Today, and the federal government didn't know anything about it, then your head's stuck in the sand somewhere. These people will stand in hotels locally. They've been there. Yeah, they've been there for a few days. The government knew that they were there. The government knew that, and it's not just, everybody keeps saying Donald Trump. All of this stuff is organized chaos, and it's to get the people, to feel a certain way about, just about the way that the government is functioning. In my opinion, the government under Donald Trump hasn't functioned any differently than it's functioned over the last 50 years of any president.
I disagree.
Most black people.
I disagree, my brother.
You have the right to disagree.
My brother.
You have the right to disagree, but
I disagree. We're seeing stuff that this president is doing that no other president has ever done, man.
First of all,
doing things that no other president has done.
Well, of course. Well, listen, this thing with presidents, this thing started flipping with Bush, with Bush's son. I remember when presidents didn't talk about killing people on television. I remember when presidents didn't say certain things in the public. Bush started saying that. Remember, if you get the people to accept certain things, if you get the people to accept 9/11, then the Iraqis can be, deaf to the Iraqis and things like that. So this is something that's been going on before Trump. But
let me chime back in. Because
we're talking about a peaceful transfer of power, man. We've never seen this.
Right.
At least my lifetime. I'm just 46.
Well, listen. Let me
say
this one thing. Let me say one thing, G. Let me say one thing. Listen, one thing about Trump is trying to tell the people what's actually going on. Not, listen, if you actually think that they wouldn't cheat in voting in the United States, we've always accused them of cheating blacks out of votes. We've always accused them of cheating, not allowing the blacks to vote. So if you think that people in certain areas, if you think these people won't cheat you, I mean, they cheat us every day we go into the courtroom. They cheat us, when they're computing, how much money we can make in this area. They cheat us everywhere else. So if you really think that this man is saying that they cheated, he can't come out and say, okay, this person is doing exactly this. You got to be careful with Trump. I told people this about Trump. Trump was a loose cannon from the very beginning, because once he got in that position and now he can really see actually what's going on, he can't come out and say a whole lot of things against certain people, because they probably try to kill him. But Trump all along has come out and said things to let you know that these things, I guarantee you, Bakari, I don't want to put you on the spot, but when you get down in the office, you'll see some things that are happening that you're not going to tell everybody, hey, this is what they really doing down.
I agree with that.
You're not going to tell everybody that. You're going to stick to the protocol. You're going to stick to the protocol and say, okay, well, let's handle it like this. But Trump's not a politician. Trump he's going to be a little awkward, and he's going to do and say some things, but you need to be listening, and you got to be thinking outside the box sometimes.
You got a lot on your mind, Cameron.
Yeah, I know. You asked me the question. I
understand that, but I just disagree.
Go ahead,
we're talking about
another show.
Yeah, that's another show.
It's fraud when the blacks and the Democrats are winning. But that's I think that is another show. We need to.
They're giving you the time, Commissioner Burns. Commissioner Burns. Lean in, Commissioner.
Y'all never. Whatever. I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, man, like I say, hey, it's
hot
been
show. It's hot, boy.
Yeah, this has been like hot grease, man, hot grease.
Great conversation.
Yes.
Great debate. Hey, man, it's great. It's great for television. So hey, man, be yourself. And I do believe that, Mr. Burns, if you saw something that wasn't right, you would tell them. I believe it.
Oh, man, let me tell you, man. I'm not trying to put you on the spot. No. But see, I didn't run for office just to keep the seat warm, man. I'm fighting for my people, man. Hey, so we gonna fix it. We gonna fix it. Either I'm gonna fix it from within, or we gonna have to take it to the people.
That's right. That's what I like there.
And like I said, Cameron, you might have been off the scene during this time, but like I said, I want to say this here because when Mr. Ernest Page was got in office and did his thing for that.
You saw what they did to him.
But that little period of time that he did, he was there for the people, man.
Exactly.
And
what did they do to Ernest Page? They put him in jail. The same thing they keep talking. The same thing they keep saying about Trump. When he get out of office, they're gonna put him in jail.
That's another show, but I truly feel like it runs in the blood, man. That I think Bakari got the same type of blood.
He come from the same bloodline. I agree with that.
Exactly. So I don't agree on what you're saying. Like, okay, he probably gonna see some things that he ain't gonna.
No.
Hold on.
I just said his perspective. Okay, go ahead.
I didn't interrupt you. I just don't think I don't think that because everybody ain't cut from the same cloth. And then, like I said, this cat here, I got a lot of respect for his elders because, like I said, I mean, his math teacher taught me, you know what I'm saying, and I count good. So anyway, hold on, Dr. JD, and like I said, I was also when Mr. Page was in the office. He was the only one that took me, through a lot of back scene things that some of these people that's right here in office won't take word on the street end. So he did a lot of things for me, and not just saying that to say, hey, but I truly believe in Commissioner Bakari Burns because he's cut from the same cloth, and I believe that he's here for the people. That's my personal opinion. We're gonna catch you on another show, and we're gonna talk about it. And you know what I'm saying? I agree with you. Kind of way.
Another show.
And then you got my number one fan, Dr. JD. Now he's over there at your firm, so he gonna back up everything you saying because he is now considered like yes.
No, that is not true. The only thing I was saying, G-Money, the only thing I was saying with both JD and both Bakari that's different from you and I. Both of them, they taking an oath of office. I'm not attesting to their character, but they both know what I'm talking about. When you take that oath of office, you do take an oath and agree to uphold the business of the institution that you're taking that oath for. And when you're upholding that, that means that there's going to be things that you can't discuss in the public and you can't make known as you choose to make it known to the public, or you're going, if you get outside of that protocol, you're going against the oath, and there will be repercussions for doing that. That's all I'm saying. Now, me, I don't have, and I'm just saying that Trump is being criticized.
We don't take an oath to cover up stuff. Man.
Not to cover up. Not to cover up.
The ethical manner.
Listen. Anybody,
I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me say one thing.
The lady is speaking, gentlemen. The lady is speaking.
Okay, go ahead.
I will attest to the loyalty of Dr. JD, and I will attest to the loyalty of Bakari Burns.
Okay. Hey, y'all heard it. And
told Trump that, man.
Exactly. And Cameron, you got
Trump is loyal. Trump is loyal to his base.
Yes.
He's loyal to his base.
Okay.
Hey, those who are loyal to their base. Go ahead, Bakari.
G-Money, I have to say, man, I remember the situation that you're talking about when you and my uncle spent significant time together when he was, I believe he was serving as mayor during that time. And so he speaks very highly of you, got a lot of respect for you, my brother. So so the feelings are mutual between you and my uncle. So just keep up the good work, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Y'all been live, man. Y'all hotter than me. I'm gonna be the next multi-millionaire this 2021.
Hey,
hotter than me, man.
Mayor Page was the first mayor.
Backpack. Man, thing is 2021.
Black mayor.
Mayor Page was the first commissioner I ever interviewed in 2002. And when I first moved to Orlando.
But yeah,
I almost lost my job because it kept me there for 3 years telling me all that information.
We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up.
Backlash of this big Trump thing. So let's bring them guys on maybe to another bigger forum. And let's talk about the backlash that happened today.
Right,
There's gonna be a backlash now.
Right. We gonna keep that.
That's good. Yeah.
We kind of ran over, but I appreciate all y'all for coming on, man, and voicing your opinion. And just to my man Cameron Holt, we all got secrets. You ain't gonna tell what your woman do in the bedroom. So hey, man, everybody gonna have. Everybody gonna have these certain things that they hide, so that they ain't gonna put out publicly. So I want to say that because that's just the same type of thing that commissioner's dealing with, and Dr. JD he done dealt with it as well. So we all gonna have those type of secrets. We all gonna have those. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain things that we can't discuss in the public. It's certain things we can't discuss in the public.
I don't know, man.
But anyway,
this has definitely been a fun show.
More money. Let's hear your view on it. What's your view?
I want a politician.
He just want to say about Trump.
No, we're gonna talk about Trump in a later date, man. But I just want a politician that represents me. That if he sees something that ain't right, speak on it, man.
See it? See something?
No, but if you're a politician and you see something in the background that ain't right, and you know it's affecting people, like he said about the they called him for the vaccine to do the trial on the homeless. He said he wouldn't. He said he wouldn't do it. So when he said he wouldn't do it, I know he got a good pedigree. Some behind the scenes, he'll tell him.
Right. Okay. Hey, man. Like I said. Okay, hey, Cameron, you got a lot to say, man. But hey, it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful.
It's been beautiful, but we've gone about 30 minutes.
Yes.
So it's time for us to wrap it up. Last minute?
Yeah, last minute.
What do they call that thing? Burning desires. Anybody got burning desires? We're gonna go around. We're gonna start with Commissioner. We're gonna go to Cameron, and then we're gonna go to Juan. Me, then Mo, and then we're going to end up with G.
I know how to wrap up a show.
Oh, no. We always wrap up with G. Stop it. Go ahead, Commissioner Burns.
Yeah, well, first, I'd like to say thank you again for allowing me to join you all. And I've really enjoyed myself. And I just want to say, man, COVID-19 is serious. It's real. I want to ask everyone to continue to wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, but also educate yourself, get educated on the vaccine. We must take this vaccine. We don't have the luxury to not take the vaccine. Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Commissioner.
That's the second one.
No. It was Cameron.
Oh, my turn. Thank you for having me on, guys, as guests again. the only thing I can say, about the tax season and what we're doing, we're just trying to get the word out, trying to help the community, get their refunds and get the most that they have coming to them. We're hoping that this year is a better year. Society can open up. We don't have to kind of be under this burden of the COVID, and we just can get on and progress as a community. And thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much. We're going to have future questions for you, so we'll be in touch with your office.
Sure.
Well, I want to congratulate Word on the Streets, G Money, Erica, Mo Money on this show you all just had. I mean, you just had school board member Elaine Felder. You got Commissioner Bakari Burns stick around for the entire show. It gave us the COVID update before bringing in the tax return update with Cameron Hope, and then you brought in Trump somehow, it dwarfed into Trump, and then this duo between Cameron and the commissioner, and then the ratings, I can see the numbers going up. I'm just proud to be here to watch the show.
Oh, we're definitely gonna make a snippet of that, just so you know. Don't be.
That is not.
Okay.
Commissioner, don't believe that. That's not what I was. That's not what I was.
Nah, I don't, man.
I was just merely trying to make
it's good for ratings, man. It's good
for ratings.
It's good for ratings. Okay.
Excellent.
When I first came on the show, I said 2021 will make this a positive year. If you got a positive outlook on things, you need people around you that's positive. So what I want to tell y'all in 2021, I will be the next multi-millionaire. I want to tell y'all about one thing. Hope Backpack Company, the world's safest backpack. This backpack has built-in wet wipe. It has built-in hand sanitizer. It's a clear backpack for school safety and parent awareness. And it has a beautiful LED light for nighttime visibility. So what I'm trying to tell you, this is the next big thing. And I'm looking for investors. Got a couple dollars laying around? Holler at me. More money, big ideas. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Okay. That's all I want to say.
Oh, well, awesome. I just want to thank all our guests. I thank you all for taking out time of your busy schedules. I thank you for distributing the information, because we really are truly word on the streets. This year, we are really making a concerted effort to make sure we're getting information to the people. So if you have any other information, make sure you send it to us. That way we can distribute it. Everybody knows what I do. Everybody knows I'm fabulous as a graphic and website designer. So I don't have to say anything about that. Right, G?
You are. That's it. Hey,
well,
man.
You did a great job for me. Now,
Okay.
I just got some of your work, and it was great.
Okay.
Me too.
Me too.
Let me
Did
know.
a great job for me too.
Camera waiting on it.
My work got very elected.
Okay, listen, man. To wrap up, man, like I
did.
said, hey, man, y'all got to stay on bending knees, stay prayed up, man. 2021, like I say, hey, man, it's a good kickoff and it's a good start, but man, beware of the devil, because we're gonna come in all shapes and sizes, and he's gonna come quickly. So we got to remain that we know what's in front of us and what's behind us and what's on the side of us. So word on the street, we've been out here for a long time, man, and through the grace of God, it ain't me. It's God that done handled me for 30-some years to be in business, running TV shows, running dump trucks, running ice cream trucks, and doing what I'm doing. So I can't do nothing but thank God, man, because, and like Bakari Barnes said, COVID-19 is real. I've had my share of it, and I can thank God that, like I said, I beat the odds. But once again, I say it wasn't me. It was through the grace of God that really, made me overcome it. And I appreciate you guys for being on the show, man. It's been a wonderful show over the debates and the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna have to bring you guys back because the ratings went so high up till we stayed up. We stayed on 30 minutes extra. So if we can do this again and get a bag of money, let's get it on.
I know. Commissioner Burns versus.
but yeah, we might have to Cameron Hope.
Yes.
But hey, man, I appreciate y'all guys, man. And next week, make sure y'all share it, man. Make sure y'all share it. That's the main thing, man. And watch it on your off time, Cameron. Watch it on your off time, Dr. JD, and watch it on your off time,
all right,
Commissioner
Burns.
Bakari Burns. All
Thanks,
right.
Ms. Vicky.
Any additional, yeah, thank you. School
board
board
member.
Vicky Felder.
Yes.
And any additional links that you have, please drop it in the links below so everybody can get to your websites or any additional information that you have. Just drop it in the links.
All right. Hey, man, we gone, man. We appreciate y'all. We out of here.
All right. See y'all.
All right.
All right.
Good show.
Peace, love, and happiness.
All right.
Hello.